Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All educational videos and tutorials, and in this video today we are going to learn how to create fence sprite in Scratch. We are going to use some sketch and illustration which we have made in one of the previous videos, the sketch of shields, so we are just going to rotate those, make them longer in height and connect them, and that's it. It's going to be very fast, although because I'm going to explain maybe a couple of different techniques and skills, it can take a couple of minutes, but it should literally take you a couple of seconds to do this. First, for all of you who don't understand English or know what the fence is, the fence is actually a type of border, mostly wooden, like this, and that's what we are going to make today. And I hope you already see how it resembles the shield shape and this one too. So we can make two different types, one with round and one with pointy sharp top. So let's go to Scratch to do it. Okay, first of all I want to make the copy of this sprite just in case I do something wrong. So I'm going to duplicate it, hide the first one, select the second one, rename it to fence, then go to costumes, and I want to select both of those, so I'm in Select Tool, click and drag around them, and first of all I want to scale them. They're too big for my scene and to work on them, so I'm clicking on one of the angles. In my case it's bottom right one, and drag until I'm satisfied with how they look. Select them again and point them to the middle of the screen. Another thing which I want to do is to turn them upside down. I can do that on two ways. The first one is I can select them, click on this arrow, two arrows which represents rotation, click and drag it and press shift on my keyboard and they will rotate perfectly, or undo, select them. The second way is just click on them, select them and click on flip vertical like this. Either way is going to work, so this is okay so far. I'm going to select them and move them a little bit to the top, and then another step is to make them look higher, to look like those here, maybe even thinner, but so far let's concentrate on height. So to do that I want to push this bottom edge more to the bottom, more lower, like select the bottom edge and move it to look like it's a little bit higher. The problem is with selection tool I am selecting the complete object, so that's not working, so I will have to enter the Reshape tool. When I'm in Reshape tool, when I click on lower bottom edge, I add more detail. I add one circle, undo, circle point which is used to make different shapes. I don't want to do that, so I need to select the one which I already have, and those are these two. One here and one here. Those two, the bottom right one and the bottom left one. I can select them one by one, select the shape, select the circle and drag it like this. and even if I press shift it goes perfectly down. But the problem is when I select the other one, I'm not 100% sure they're both on the same level now. It doesn't have to be precise, that's also very realistic. So this is already good enough. But just to be sure, sometimes you will need to be sure, there is a way to select both of them at the same time. And to do that, click on the Reshape tool, click on the shape once to select it, and then click and drag around the circles, dots which you want to select. In my case, those are the bottom ones. And you can see how those are now blue and those above are white. So blue means that they are selected. So now when I drag them and press shift, I know I'm dragging both of them at the same time. I'm going to try to drag them as much as I can. Yeah, a little bit more. This is, I think, okay. Do the same process for the second shape, the second shield. So, Reshape tool, click once to select complete object, click out of it, do not release, drag and try to select bottom 2 points. When they are selected, they are going to become blue. Click on them, shift and drag, and that's it. So, nice. Select tool, select both of those to make them, scale them a little bit to become smaller. Put them one below the other. Again, select them and scale them a little bit more. Zoom. And now we will have to copy paste them to make more of them. It doesn't have to be as fancy as one of this photo, but at least couple of those to make it look like a fence. So select the first shape, copy, paste, move it. Now you all have to do is paste, you don't have to copy it again, because Scratch and computers have it in its own memory, like they know what it's copied until you copy something else. So all I have to do is click paste, and that's it. And even if I want to speed up this process, I think I can click, drag and select all 3 of those, and then copy. And now when I click paste, what do you think? How many of those will be pasted on the screen? I think 3 more. Yeah. So if I select 6 of those now, I would have 6 copy pasted and so on. So far so good, I don't need any more. What I need is one plank behind them. So I'm going to click on this rectangle tool, click, drag, and create some simple. Yeah, and I want that to be, I think, behind. Even this is cool, sometimes you will leave it like this, but I want it behind. So I select the shape which I just made, click on back, and here it is, very simple fence. I want to paint it in some kind of brown wooden color, like this, and it looks nice. So you can add it to some scene. Same with the one below, copy, paste, paste, I'm not yeah, all you can also, what you can do, you can rotate. Yeah, I will do that later. Just let me make 6 of those again. So I'm in select tool, click drag to select 3 of those, copy paste to make 3 new. Some of those fences in real world and are not perfect in terms of, some of those are higher, some are lower, some of those blocks of planks, and I don't have example here to show you, but it is much more realistic for some. Yeah, this one maybe. Some of those, they look a little bit different, like you can see with those wooden planks here. And that's also very common to do when you make more professional realistic games and so on, so you can add some kind of difference, some kind of improvisation to make them look different a little bit. Rotation, look, one is bigger, another is smaller, and or broken, or textures. So for example, look at how in real world how these textures differ. Every plank, every wooden piece is different in color. The differences are subtle but visible enough, and this one, for example, has this circular shape and so on. For that reason, I can select this one, for example, and rotate it a little bit, maybe. Yeah, maybe not that one, maybe the last one here. And for example, I can select this one, go to reshape, select the first 3 dots and make it smaller, and you get the idea. So this one looks a little bit now more realistic. Again, I need to add some plank behind it, like this, go back, and maybe even rotate that plank a little bit. So it's all up to you, but these things, these techniques which I'm showing you right now, they are used in professional game development. It's not Scratch related. Let's go to fill bucket tool, paint it in maybe white, maybe not completely, but something like this. Looks nice. And back, and maybe just to add more diversity, let's turn some of those in blue, and maybe, I'm not sure how it will look, we can paint this in red. Simple as that. Not sure if it makes sense. Yeah, it looks good to me. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped some of you, and again, we have used some of the techniques and skills which we have learned before, and shape and drawing sketch of Shield which we have created on our own, but to create something new, which is great, which is something you should do from time to time, even if you're not in hurry. Sometimes you will have to do it when you are in hurry and have to do things fast. You will have to reuse what you already have just to be faster, but sometimes it's just good to as a test, as a mind puzzle, to make you think differently, think out of the box, and that way just try to see more patterns, shapes, how they relate one to another, and get a broader picture of the whole thing. See you in next video. Bye for now.